In several regions, wild boars have become a serious challenge for both agriculture and rural communities. In the past 3 months alone, more than 2,000 acres of farmland in southern Turkey were reported damaged by these animals. Gardens were uprooted, crops were lost, and local residents faced considerable hardship. Despite attempts to drive them away, wild boars often retreat into steep hillsides, where the rough terrain makes pursuit extremely difficult. Because of this growing threat, organized teams of hunters are often called upon to help. Their role is not only to protect the harvest, but also to reduce further damage and maintain a balance between human activity and the surrounding wildlife. On the hillsides, strategies are carefully prepared in advance. Each member of a hunting team takes a pre-assigned position, remaining alert for movement among the dense underbrush. At dawn, after a night of foraging, groups of wild boars typically return to their dens. It is during these moments that they are most often sighted. When shots are fired, some of the animals are quickly subdued, while others escape with remarkable speed, often reaching up to 40 kilometers per hour. This explains why traditional measures used by local farmers are rarely effective against them. Modern tools, such as binoculars and drones, are now increasingly employed to improve visibility and tracking. In one instance, a particularly large boar was spotted on the far side of the hillside. A well-aimed shot brought it down, revealing a powerful animal with enormous strength. Elsewhere, coordinated movements allowed hunters to block escape routes, resulting in precise close-range shots that demonstrated the importance of teamwork and careful planning. Drones, in particular, have proven to be effective in pinpointing the location of hidden animals. Once a target is identified on the screen, the team can move with confidence, coordinating ambush positions and firing in unison. Such technology increases both efficiency and safety during these operations. Even with preparation, the challenge remains intense. Boars can suddenly burst from the bushes, forcing hunters to act quickly and decisively. Each encounter requires skill, patience, and discipline, as the animals are strong and resilient. At the end of a long day, successful operations help restore peace to the fields, at least temporarily. Yet the larger issue persists across Europe. In places such as Germany, wild boars cause extensive agricultural damage, tearing through soil, destroying crops, and leaving millions of dollars in losses. To mitigate this impact, hunting teams continue to play a vital role. Every carefully planned operation reflects the need for balance between farming and wildlife, showing how cooperation, technology, and experience are combined in an ongoing effort to manage the growing population of wild boars. In rural landscapes across Europe and beyond, wild boars remain one of the most persistent challenges for agriculture. Known for their strength and cunning, these animals often appear suddenly, leaving fields devastated in their wake. To protect farmland, teams of hunters are deployed, operating with careful coordination and precision. On one occasion, a boar emerged from the dense bushes, attempting to escape across the fields. A swift, accurate shot brought it down instantly. Such decisive actions often restore calm to farmland, at least temporarily, preventing further destruction of valuable crops. Elsewhere, in another agricultural region, a group of hunters tracked a boar concealed within tall grass near a cornfield. Just as the animal attempted to enter the rows of crops, a single precise shot was fired, halting the threat before it could cause damage. Moments later, the barking of dogs signaled the presence of another boar. The team moved quickly, taking positions around the source of the sound. As a dark figure emerged from the bushes, a clean shot ensured the field was once again safe. Scenes like these highlight the constant tension between farming communities and wild boars. Each operation plays out like a carefully orchestrated sequence, where every moment demands sharp focus and quick decision-making. Ambushes, sudden confrontations, and precise responses are all part of the effort to reclaim farmland and protect livelihoods. In another case, a team had already taken position at dawn. As the forest stirred to life, the sound of rustling bushes gave away the approach of a boar. Emerging cautiously, the animal was brought down in a single, well-placed shot. Such calm and calculated timing underscores the discipline required in these encounters. Elsewhere, hunters used rocky outcrops as natural cover to observe a hillside where a boar had begun foraging. When the opportunity arose, a carefully aimed shot ended the threat before it reached cultivated land. These precise interventions demonstrate how crucial preparation and patience are in such operations. In Poland, where wild boars are particularly sharp and alert, hunters often rely on binoculars and high vantage points to track even the slightest movement. When a shadow suddenly emerged from the undergrowth, it demanded immediate response. Each shot followed the animal's rapid movements with unflinching accuracy, proving once again the importance of composure in high-pressure moments. Further south, along the grasslands near a forested border, teams coordinated at dawn to encircle a field. With the aid of trained dogs, the presence of boars was soon confirmed. Following the signals, hunters quickly moved into position, ready to respond with precision. Through these accounts, one constant remains clear. Managing wild boar populations requires teamwork, planning, and a combination of traditional skill and modern tools. Each success represents not only the protection of crops, but also the preservation of balance between human activity and the surrounding environment. Under the fading light of dusk in a rice-growing region, an ambush reached its peak as wild boars attempted to break through the perimeter. At one checkpoint, barking from tracking dogs gave away the direction of movement. Moments later, a large boar burst forward, trying to escape into the neighboring fields. Quick, precise gunfire prevented its advance, bringing the pursuit to an end. In many parts of Europe and Asia, wild boar populations have grown beyond sustainable levels. When their density surpasses ecological limits, they pose serious risks to forests, farmland, and nearby human communities. Their foraging behavior damages vegetation, uproots young trees, accelerates soil erosion, and leaves large areas of agricultural land destroyed. Modern hunting operations in such regions are not simply a matter of tradition or recreation. They form part of ecological management programs designed to regulate populations and protect ecosystems. On cold winter mornings in places such as Hungary, coordinated teams move into designated ambush spots, carefully monitoring for signs of movement. When a boar bursts from cover, trained hunters act with precision, ensuring that the population remains under control. Every action in these coordinated efforts carries ecological importance. Each controlled removal helps restore balance to the environment and reduces damage to crops and reforestation areas. In many cases, trained dogs are used to locate and direct the animals toward predetermined intercept points. When the targets appear, carefully placed shots prevent them from escaping into cultivated land. Even in challenging conditions, such as rain or fading light, operations continue with discipline and focus. Sometimes entire groups of wild boars emerge together, moving in formation at high speed. While one may be stopped, others often retreat into the safety of dense forests, requiring further tracking. These scenarios highlight the persistence required to manage wild boar populations effectively. Without intervention, the damage caused by overpopulation would intensify, threatening both ecological systems and agricultural livelihoods. Each carefully planned ambush and every decisive action form part of a broader strategy to restore balance, protect farmland, and ensure the long-term health of natural environments.